So in 2016, I turned 30 years old, and as a joke, instead of having a birthday party, I had a Viking funeral for my 20s.
Okay.
It's traditional in my culture. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And I built a Viking ship out of cardboard. It was 8 feet tall and 16 feet long.
Yeah.
I built some big letters and numbers that said my 20s, and then I shot Roman candles at it with a bunch of my friends and set it on fire.
As you do.
As one does. And then some of my friends, Lock and Stash, the amazing video crew, it's like right down the road, they made a video about it, and they interviewed me, and during that they talked about, they interviewed me for like half an hour, and I probably said 2 minutes of good stuff in there.
Right.
And they pulled all that together, and I just talked about how it started as this joke, but as I'm building it, I'm thinking about like, well, what do I want to leave behind in my 20s, and what do I want my 30s to look like? And that message seemed to inspire a lot of people. So I started getting all these emails and messages and comments from people saying like, man, I want to let go of some stuff, but I wish I had a cool Viking funeral for my stuff. And so I was like, well, I can help with that part. So, so I was like, send me whatever you want to let go of, and I'll build a bigger Viking ship, and I'll put it all in there and set it on fire. And I was asking people to send in anything that they wanted to say, you know what, that used to be me, that's not me anymore. Yeah. Regrets, mistakes, things that happened to them, things that they did or wish they had done or wish they hadn't done. And said, write that down, mail it to me, and I'll build a Viking ship and set it on fire. And in the end, I got 21,000 submissions from people all over the world. And I built a much bigger ship. It was 16 feet tall. It was 30 feet long. And December 14th, I set it on fire.
Okay, so we have a video of this. Here's a video, so you get a sense of the scale of this thing. Here's a video of what happened.
There's no sound on this video, by the way.
That's fine. We'll talk about it. So this is, but it's intricate. You're using a hot glue gun.
Yeah, every piece on the ship, almost every piece was hand cut and hand glued. It's just, the entire thing is cardboard and hot glue. There's no internal structure of any kind. Cardboard is pretty strong if you know what you're doing.
But
so
it's
this
not,
is the dragon laying on its back, and I'm about to stand it up.
Okay. Not seaworthy.
Not seaworthy. And then my friend Bob Ewing, he's this amazing lettering designer. He designed this piece of lettering that says "The People We Used to Be," and we filled it with all of the regrets. So yeah, you can see those are things that people had written down and sent in. Sometimes people would write one word or a phrase, and then other times people would write just pages and pages of stuff. We also had people submitting stuff online, so we printed all of those out. And then I had a bunch of my friends over, and we set it on fire.
And these are all the things people want to let go of.
Yeah. And we ended up having a few thousand people tuned into a live stream of it, which was really cool. People from around the world who'd been following the project for years. I mean, it took me 2.5 years to build the ship. Yeah. And at one point, they all started commenting as it was going up in flames. And one person said, like, to the people we may become. And then other people started echoing that, and it just became this refrain in the comments. And I watched it the next day. I didn't watch it live because I was watching it live. And but the next day I went back and I was watching it, and I just was breaking down in tears just watching what this thing had become. It felt like it became a lot bigger than me.
Yeah, and it's...